And indeed, we have our Over the Limit predictions. Now, Over the Limit is the WWE pay-per-view coming up very, very soon. Just a few weeks to go now. And coming off Extreme Rules, one of the worst pay-per-views in a long, long time. We have this new name. I don't think we've ever heard this before. And so far, they're being very, very cautious on talking about what the gimmick matches will be. Now, so far, Cena v Batista, a stipulation to be announced on that. And that is where we'll start off. John Cena versus Batista. Now, of course, this one's been rerun a few times and it's getting another play. As we said earlier, Batista looks like he's on his way out. Now, in this match, I would like to see John Cena bury Batista, because to be quite honest with you, if a guy is going to go out, you're not going to want to see him go over another guy, even if it's Cena. I know Cena is piss poor and you don't want to see that guy winning, but without a shadow of a doubt, John Cena, I think, will go over Batista no matter what the stipulation is.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know, Vince will do that if Batista's going to bow out at Over the Limit and walk away. Yet to be seen. It's speculation, we know, but I'm sure that will be the case. I do want Cena to retain, and I do want to see a long, legit title run just to piss everybody off. I would love to see a good 18-month, 2-year run. Just let him hold the title, and you saw he knows the game better than anyone. And for the people who saw WrestleMania, when he went down to ringside with those "We Hate Cena" t-shirt wearing marks that were at ringside and posed with them, when that picture and those guys, it was the WrestleMania moment for me, I think, of this year's WrestleMania 26. And for a guy to understand and get it and have that big cheesy grin in amongst those guys and holding the WWE Championship, he knows exactly what's going on. He's not a fool. And I think I'm officially convinced, and although he's not the greatest technical wrestler in the world, he is a very, very annoying guy when it comes to promos. There's not a lot you can say that really that I would like about him, I suppose, but I do like the fact that he has the belt and it's perfect timing, and he should hold on to it just to piss people off and let them continue with these big matches and let him retain constantly. It would just be fun, and I hope they can see that and see that it works for him, and it will get him over. I think it will get him over with the Cena haters of the world.
Who would you pick to go over?
Oh, Cena.
I would like to say Cena as well. So let's move on. Over the Limit predictions. The upcoming WWE pay-per-view, Randy Orton versus Edge. We discussed this as well a bit earlier. Those two were on Raw in that cutting edge segment, and both those guys, as I say, have been very evil in the past. If they can take each other on, it's almost like watching heel v heel. But there again, Randy Orton now the baby face, in which case I would like to say that Randy Orton will go over.
It's going to be a tough one, a very tough one indeed, but I think Orton will go over too.
Yes, not much else to say about that, but I am looking forward to that one, I think, more than anything announced so far.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the highlight of Over the Limit.
Yeah, those are two guys that I won't get bored watching. It's the gimmicks, it's the works, it's everything about them. Those two paired together really it's actually almost like a dream match for me at the moment. It's one I would have waited for, and I'm glad that we're now finally going to see that. It's probably going to be the highlight for me. Now we have yet another CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio. This one has been played out at this stage, and if Rey is defeated, yes, he does join the Straight Edge Society this time, as well as, if Punk loses, he shaves his head. Okay, we've had those stipulations back and forth over and over now, month on month, and now they're putting them both together. Have a bit of originality, but like I say, this time, I'm just going to say to you, CM Punk shaves his head.
It will be safe, and he will. But it would be hilarious to see Rey join the Straight Edge Society, but it's not going to happen. So, I think Rey will go over.
Looks like Rey Mysterio is our pick for that match. Now we have Jack Swagger versus the Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this one is, well, I think something I didn't expect to see. Now, I think it's the right thing to do for a Jack Swagger. You want to put him in the ring with someone that he can be visibly scared of just due to the size of Big Show alone. You can put him in there and you can have Swagger run from him and, you know, be absolutely terrified until maybe then he cheats in some form and goes over the Big Show.
Yeah, I think the Big Show, since moving back to SmackDown, has gotten a slight little push, and it's a little bit, where the hell did that come out of? They're making him look strong, those knockout punches, and really delivering over the last two shows, and maybe one last title run. That is the question. A bit too soon for Swagger to drop the belt. Yes, I think so. Winner, Swagger.
The winner, Jack Swagger. If he retains this against the Big Show, it's a big test for him. The Office obviously will have said to themselves, okay, we can stay with this guy. We don't just have to take it off him. Now, I know Sheamus had a chance to hold that belt for a Royal Rumble, so that's the kind of confidence that you're looking for to be put in a new guy. But Jack Swagger, if he has this, it may not mean a long title run, maybe it will, but like you say, they hopefully are getting away from switching the belt the whole time. It's happening too much now, and I'm actually getting more confident in Swagger. I think he has the goods he can deliver in terms of ring work, and with that mat wrestling style, that college wrestling style, I think he brings something a bit more exciting to the mix, and I think working him off the right guy is good. But like I say, Big Show, will that work? Now, as I say, he's the big guy versus the heel that usually is so confident, and they've been building him up as such, but now what can he do in the ring with the Big Show?
It's going to be a seriously interesting match, and even when it was announced, it did knock me for a little bit, because I thought, what are they going to do with this one? But it's going to be interesting. I think they can still go with Show and build him as one of the big players on SmackDown. I don't know if he's got another title run in him. I don't think anybody really in the back, I'm sure Vince knows that it's probably not the best of ideas to do that with somebody like Show. He's had his time to shine, and I think he's on bonus time really these days. But yeah, I think Swagger's going to retain on this one.
Yeah, I would go with Swagger as well on that. And yes, the Over the Limit predictions, what we think is going to happen. And certainly there are more matches to be announced for this one yet. I can see a sneaky Shad v JTG snuck in there somewhere.
It's possible. It is possible. More so, I can see a tag title match there. Maybe with the Hart Dynasty doing their thing, but it's early days, so we'll see how it pans out.
Wouldn't it be great if they just handed us a bone and said, you know what, we're going to go with that CM Punk versus Evan Bourne match again. Put some quality Ring of Honor wrestling as the opening match. Now, that's what they used to do, not so much the ROH, but I used to see sort of quality, fast-paced opening matches on these pay-per-views, whereas nowadays they're just opening them with promos. I mean, last time at Extreme Rules we had that awful Miz and Big Show triple match, and Teddy Long coming in there. Wow, that's just exactly what you don't want to see after you've ordered a pay-per-view, and they continue to do things like that. So I would hope to see something good to open it up. What else do I think we might see? Well, we had Zack Ryder in the ring this week. Maybe it's his time to get an opening match. I mean, he hasn't had anything much yet.
He's legit. I like Zack, and I love those tights are hilarious, and everything about him works. I mean, you could even see the commentary team were trying to hold back the laughter. If the couple of pans that did pan over to them both, they were cracking up, because between the music, the tights, and the promo, he's a funny guy, and I think he's got some really good potential. I kind of really like Zack. I think he's cool.
Who knows? What will the other matches be at Over the Limit? Comment us in the YouTube comment box or on Justin.